Keep it down, my fellow Big Brother fans. It was a long night of alcoholic consumption in Iron Napa, so keep it down, please. Oh dear, bloody hell. Anyway, let's talk about Big Brother if I can remember anything from last night's mid-low-key episode. It wasn't that interesting to me. So, point number one, jenkin approaching Trish for a fresh start. Nothing to do with you being nominated or being up for eviction, is it, pal? So funny, this guy has been pretty much sat in the garden talking to Chanel for nearly 6 weeks, and all of a sudden he wants to be friends. It's disingenuous. I said this about Dylan last week. That's my number one rule. Don't apologise before nominations, and don't start changing your personality or having a fresh start just because you're up. Because it doesn't go down well with the people you're living with, and it doesn't go down well with the public. Perceptions are important. People don't necessarily want you to be a good, pure, moral person. It's not about that. It's about consistency. And what he did, he doesn't like Trish. And I mean, people have asked me, what team, what group would I be in if I was in that house? There's no question about it. I'd feel more comfortable on Trish's side of the house. I wouldn't feel comfortable around people like Paul. Not that I dislike Paul. I've got no direct issues with the lad before people start. Or Olivia or Jenkin. I quite like Chanel. That's someone I could really, it seems, or from the outside looking in, I could really get on with. Not because she's an attractive female, just because I think she's a cool, direct person. But I think I would be on the other side of the house because they're a lot more laid back, and the others are just so paranoid. It's like maybe they've never watched Big Brother before, which I find hard to believe, but that's my number one rule. Don't kiss up to people prior to nominations, and of course, when you're up, don't change who you are. So they had a couple of tasks. They had, I think, the Jenga task, which was really, really boring, but they had the ice task, which Henry won. Now listen, I've got no issues with Henry. He seems like he comes across as a really nice, sweet lad. That's not my issue. My issue here is, I don't know if this guy's wealthy or not. That's another rule I've got. You should never put wealthy people in the Big Brother house because you've got this 100k prize money. You want to change someone's life. And I get the impression that Henry's life wouldn't be changed that much by 100k. Now, when he won the grand, he was talking about the cost of living crisis and his very expensive rent in Kensington, I think. So I thought, well, maybe he's not wealthy. But then he started talking about staying in Claridge's, which is really, really, So is this guy wealthy or not? I don't know. I have no idea. But I did feel it did wind me up. I was triggered by him winning the money. And what was interesting was he really, really wanted to win that money. And he did, and he was carrying it around. But as I said earlier, for me, it's not about, gravitating to the moral people, to the nicest people, because they can be quite dull. No, the interesting people are the flawed people, are the damaged people. And one of the people I absolutely adore in this year's Big Brother process is Jordan, because he is flawed. I think he's a very, very damaged young man. He's trying to protect himself. I've said before, he's tried to avoid his feelings for Matty. He doesn't want a romance on TV, and I respect that. But also, I think he's afraid of being hurt. It's pretty clear that Jordan has been hurt before. Now, ignoring people and things like that are not good. He really hurt Henry. But it's something I do. If I like someone, I just avoid them. Sometimes I do it just for attention so they can say to me, so I can know if they like me back. It's kind of a little trick. Never works out. I'm not very good at having crushes on people. I don't act in a very, very good way when I like someone. And one of the major rules if you've got a crush on someone, boys and girls, don't tell them. Because in my case, It never works out well because they never like me back. I know, shame, and it's sad. Anyway, so Henry won his grand. Trish broke down. I found her tears quite disingenuous. Now let's talk about this week's security task, which is going to tempt housemates with friends and family. I don't like this. This is what Big Brother should never ever be about. You're supposed to be closed off from the outside world. So I hate this. Now we're going to see them crying, oh no, it's my mummy and my daddy. I don't care. I don't feel that emotion. Look, if my family walked into the Big Brother house, I'd be giving them the finger. Go away, I don't want you here. I wouldn't want to see my friends and family. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want that. One of my motivations for auditioning for Big Brother next year will be, and I'm planning on doing it for sure, is to get away from the outside world. I need a break from the outside world. It's brilliant when you're on a reality show because you're closed off from reality. And it's not a reality, and you're kind of protected from your everyday life. So, first of all, I wouldn't want to see my friends and family. So, I don't like it. You're supposed to be closed off from reality, and, they're bringing them in. It's one of the final tasks we're going to see. And what I see from this security task is that they're running out of ideas. It's pretty clear they didn't have much footage for last night's episode. This is not me doing down ITV or this year's Big Brother. I have loved it. I have loved the cast. I have loved the presenters. AJ and Will were the best Big Brother presenters since Davina, Dermot O'Leary and Russell Brand, as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't a big fan of the other two on Channel 5, Emma Willis and Ryan. I didn't think they were right for the show. But that's just my opinion, and they were quite scathing about Big Brother fans on Twitter. I didn't like that either. People get very, very passionate about their Big Brother. Now, my rule is with Big Brother housemates is never take it personally, criticise them constructively, but when they come out, I'll tag them and I'll say, congratulations on your journey, blah, blah, blah. I will never keep that housemate viewer thing going after the process, because it's done, it's over. It's like shaking if you're a footballer, at full time, you shake each other's hands and it's over. You don't want to carry it on. And, I'm not like that. And I don't like that when people do it. So today, and I think we'll see this tomorrow, they're doing face-to-face evictions. Of course, they're trying to stir up drama. I don't think this will really do that much because of the people left in the house. Because we all know who likes each other and who doesn't like each other. So it's not rocket science. But it's going to be interesting. So this is a question for you. Will Jenkin be able to nominate, considering he's already up for eviction? Because that's an extra vote. There's still 10 of them in the house. Are they only evicting one person this week? I have no idea. But yeah, look, I think this has been a really, really good Big Brother. I've really, really enjoyed it. And bring on the audition process next year, because I am going in there, baby. Well, how do you know you're going to get in? I've got to do this. I wanted to be in Big Brother for years, and I think it's my time. I'm 51 years old. I'm not getting any younger. So let's do this. Smash a like on the video if you think I should audition for next year's Big Brother. See you again tomorrow.